MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, the second of four between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the St.Louis Cardinals. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Clay Buchholz will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy comes into this start, Matt, having lost 2 of his last 3 starts, so you know he wants to get off on the right foot in this one. One of the keys, getting outs early and establishing his off-speed pitch repertoire early on in this one. We'll see if he can do that in this one here today.
Leading off tonight
up next for the Buccos, Christian Brummett. And there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year. First delivery to him on the way. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing some quality baseball. The first 4 games of this homestand, they've taken 3 out of the first 4, looking to capitalize and continue to play good ball today.
You know, Dero, this is time to get greedy. When you win 3 of the first 4, boy, if you can win 4 of the first 5, that sets up a really nice stretch of baseball. They'd love to win this one here today and keep that roll going.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2. On the ground to third. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. Throw just in time as he was flying down the line that time. But hold on here now. They quickly requested some time to take a look at the replay, and they may decide to challenge that out call.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
The Pirates have elected to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow.
The decision appears to have been made, and the runner is safe, so the call is overturned. Good challenge there, and they'll maintain the right to do so again later in the game if needed.
Upon video review, the call of out at first base has been overturned, and the batter ruled safe.
Into the box, Randy Wiggins, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. That batting average still well up there to begin play. 9 homers, and he's driven in 24. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
Yeah, Dan, we got Patrick Johnson behind the dish tonight. Fairly standard strike zone most of the time, but he's definitely a pitcher's umpire.
I always felt like this. He'll give a little bit on the corners, both inside and outside. I think he's a fair umpire, but I would rate him more as a pitcher's umpire than a hitter's umpire.
Now batting, Bart Wiggins, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pitch on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drilled to the left side. And that's through for a hit. So the base hit here nets him a base runner with 2 away as we check out the league leaders in team batting average here in May. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category, and in fact lead all of baseball as well. Standing in now, Roberto Clemente, and it's grounded just foul down the line. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. No score. Joe Wiggins is the man on the mound for the Pirates in this contest. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Standing in, Lou Brock. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. And he'll hang in here as he reaches to foul this one away. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
One of the toughest pitches to hit, the straight changeup, right? El Cambio. Hadn't seen it in that entire at bat. And what happens? Gets the string pulled on him right there. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Into the box now, Jeremy Blair, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't. One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Arnold recovers. He makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Batting third.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt, and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
At the plate, Mark McGuire. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. In there, 0-1.
Let's get it going, boys. Somebody's loose, hitting 98 with ease in the first inning.
2 out, nobody on. Grounder down the line at third, but this will get foul for strike 2. Trying to strike out the side. Here it is. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count.
Outside and low that time. Now it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Still 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Hit back up the middle. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That long dart felt so good.
Oh, Dero, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
At the plate, Rick Armstrong, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. McGuire, the runner at first with 2 gone. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. The 0-1 delivery. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Armstrong is one of the few true superstar hitters in the game. You're no doubt aware of it, but it doesn't matter who he's facing. He's a major league threat to hit the ball hard somewhere just about every time he steps into the box.
Yeah, one of the best hitters and truly blessed by the gods, but I don't think people realize the amount of time and effort this guy has put into honing his craft to become one of the great hitters in our sport. Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's loud.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
In now, Ozzie Smith, as he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. The 0-1 offering. Chopped at third. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. Still no score. Stepping in, Christopher Wiggins, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second inning.
17.
Now here's the pitch.
Count 1-0.
Chance here for the second baseman, Wong. Throw to first to be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting 6, the shortstop, Owen Christian.
Into the box now, Owen Christian. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Pitch on the way. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second. Stepping in, Edward Arnold.
Edward Arnold.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Drilled on the ground to short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started. Hanley Ramirez batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Check swing called strike. 0-1. And Ramirez can't get that one as he swings and misses for strike 2.
Oh, I love facing pitchers like this. He's leaving nothing to the imagination. Coming to get him some.
Weak grounder back to the mound. And there's 1 away.
Batting 7, the third baseman, Matt Carpenter.
The next to bat for St. Louis, Matt Carpenter. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Yanked hard, but foul to the right. Wiggins, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Got caught lunging there as this one's fouled away. Bottom of the second here with no score. A ball and 2 strikes. Hit out towards second. And there's out number 2.
Good pitch right there to run the 2-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball as a result.
Here's Colton Wong now. And he's hoping to get things going at the plate. It's been a bit of a struggle for him in recent games. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, outside.
The 1-0. Oh, he couldn't make the play. He'll get it into second. The tag, and they'll get him at second. And with that, the side is retired. Down in order go the Cardinals, who move to the third with no score. To the plate now, Tyler Wiggins. And the first pitch of the inning here misses down and in for a ball. That's 1-0. And you see the numbers there. He's been very dangerous at the plate, to say the least. Drilled right back up the middle. And that'll get on by into center field for a leadoff single.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
McGuire is there, and he'll bring this one in.
The center fielder, number 27, Christian.
So striding in, Christian Brummett. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even concerns himself with that. He has to put it on the ground. That's part of what makes him successful.
Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And that one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, and that'll give the Pirates a 2-0 lead.
No doubt an impressive home run, so we'll employ show track for a more in-depth look. 112 miles an hour was the exit velocity off the bat, so it's no wonder why it ended up having the impressive distance that it did.
The batter, number
So
50.
now to the plate, Randy Wiggins.
Randy.
High in the air out to center field. Blair is there, 2 gone.
The first baseman, number 19, Bart Wiggins.
Striding in, Bart Wiggins. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. But the Pirates do get a couple here on this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. It's now 2-0 Pittsburgh. Stepping up now, Clay Buchholz.
Way to go.
As we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Play. Buchholz.
First offering on its way. Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1.
Pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And he falls behind 0-2. Fouled away. And now a pitch on the way. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
And that's his strikeout pitch right there. You know, you'll see a lot of guys swing right over the top of that one. But in this situation, he was able to hold back. That's a nice take.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Stepping in now, Lou Brock. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ball 1. Now a fastball gets the upper part of the zone for strike 2.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
Fouled off. Now another 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
That's back-to-back sliders on the outside part of the plate. Now would be a good time to come in with that good hard stuff inside.
And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. There's ball 4.
Finally, up to this point, the entire lineup had been swinging at anything close, and this guy decides to show a little more patience at the dish and is rewarded with a base on balls. That was a good at-bat.
So coming to the plate, Jeremy Blair. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Now a move over to first, and the runner back. Another look to first, and a dive, but he's back in. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
back over to first. Runner back safely. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. This is skied into short left center. Here's the center fielder. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Mark McGuire.
Digging in, Mark McGuire. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. Out in front of it, strike one. A runner on first with 2 away. Runner goes for second. Here's a little chopper up the middle. He's got it. And maybe some miscommunication there as the throw zips right by him.
Well, this is kind of unforgivable for the second baseman. He tries to square himself to the throw to second and start the double play. And I'm not sure what happened next. Maybe his cleats got stuck, or maybe he just lost the grip. But the net result is E4 with 2 men on board.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Rick Armstrong, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch.
0-1's the count.
Hey, as a former infielder, nothing hurts your heart more than making errors behind your pitchers. Let's see if this guy can pick them up right here.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. No balls, 2 strikes. Into center field, line drive base hit. 1 run scores. The throw to the plate. But the throw is well up the line, and a second run's going to score.
Hey, not hit all that hard, D-roll. He muscled it out there for a 2 RBI base hit.
Yeah, I don't care, Dan. Lawn dart, off the end of the bat, jam sandwich, doesn't matter. Found himself some green grass and gets 2 ribbies.
Into the box, Ozzie Smith. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Man at first with 2 out in a 2-2 ball game. Line towards center field. Brummett is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs on just 1 base hit, 2 errors in the inning, and 1 man left on. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 2-2. New inning set to get underway. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Roberto Clemente. He flew out in his last at-bat. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike 1. Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1. The 1-1 is taken for ball 2. And he fouls this one off. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Christopher Wiggins waits on deck. Grounded to the right. Oh, look at Wong. He's up with it. The throw. It's there. He got him.
Now batting,
So an excellent play at second base for a team that's done well defensively all year. As we take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team fielding percentage. And you can see, in fact, that these guys currently lead the National League in that category. And, in fact, lead all of baseball as well. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Christopher Wiggins. First offering on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Not shocked by their aggressive nature at the plate today, but they got to change their MO if they're going to compete in this one.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Hey, I get it. He wants to set up that breaking ball down and away, but that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close.
And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
Now batting, shortstop.
Now at the plate, Owen Christian. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hits this one hard the other way. Long is there. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. On to the bottom of the 4th. This game's tied at 2-2. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already. And he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Leading up for the Cardinals.
Okay, thank you, Heidi.
The left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Good
change up there to start him, but it drops a little low for ball 1. Ball and a strike. Swing and a liner, but foul. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. But it's the right fielder that gets there to make the catch. And that's the first out of the inning.
The third baseman, number 13, Matt Carpenter.
Digging in, Matt Carpenter. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Looks like the corner infielders are guarding the lines now, trying to prevent anything from getting by them for extra bases. And that misses for ball 1. 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And it's fouled away. Now the 1-1 pitch is an off-speed pitch called for a strike. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 1-2. Fouled away. The 1-2. Gets him swinging. He struck him out.
That strikeout was a real good example of a pitcher continuing to make a guy chase out of the zone. When you recognize a hitter is in protect mode, you don't have to come inside the strike zone. You could just expand further and further until he literally can't touch it.
Colton Wong will stand in.
As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He was cut down at second, attempting to stretch a base hit his first time through. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Wong, born in the Aloha state of Hawaii. He was a first-round pick back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into...
Line to shortstop. He's there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. We'll head to the fifth, tied at 2. Welcome back to Busch Stadium as we send it down to Heidi.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi.
Leading off for the Pirates.
Now at the plate, Edward Arnold.
Edward Arnold.
Here comes the first pitch. Right there for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Fouled off. Line drive to left. Ramirez is there, and he has it for the out.
Well, he hit that ball pretty well, but the only problem was that he pulled off it just a bit. The location was a little on the outer half, so he would have hit it even better if he would have stayed through the middle of the field with it.
So stepping in, Tyler Wiggins. First pitch on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Classic case of the front shoulder flying open on that off speed. Needs to stay compact and stay in the big part of the field.
Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Hit high and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes a fine running play for the second out.
Now batting, the pitcher, Joe Wiggins.
So here now is the pitcher, Joe Wiggins. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, and he pops him up. Smith is there, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Clay Buchholz. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Clay Buchholz.
And the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Well, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1. Here's the pitch. 2 balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. Lifted down the line in left, and that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2. A swing and a ground ball to third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge number.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Lou Brock. Sacrifice situation here, and the manager wisely brings his third baseman in to try and cut down the lead runner if it comes his way. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike one. And this catches the inside corner. Good spot there. It's 0-2. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, gotta feel like it's a win for the offense.
A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Into the box now, Jeremy Blair, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. 0-1, here's the pitch. Oh, right back to him on the mound. To second for 1, on to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw.
Well, he showed right there, Mike. He's such a tough guy to double up. He can fly, and he busted it down the line, so they just get the 1 out.
Now at the plate, Mark McGuire. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. Now the outfield shifts into a no doubles defense after getting the sign from the dugout, basically playing to keep the ball in front of him no matter what. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Two runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first, and he'll dive back in safely. The 0-1 on its way. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2.
The count doesn't mean much to this batter. He's all in. He's not concerned with striking out, so he's going to get his A swing off.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. 2 out with a man at first. Protecting with 2 strikes, 1 out of the zone that time, but he stays alive. The next 1-2 pitch. And he lays off it to even the count 2-2.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
The 2-2. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Long run for the center fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1 through 5. All even at 2-2. Ready for another shot now. Christian Brummett. He'll start things out now in the top half of the 6th.
The last at that, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Next to the Pirates, the second baseman, Randy Wiggins.
Settling in now, Randy Wiggins. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Ramirez is after it. He gets there, and that's the 2nd out.
Now batting, the first baseman, Bart Wiggins.
Now at the plate, Bart Wiggins. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
That evens it up, 1-1. Now the pitch. Checks his swing here, but he does so in time. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch-to-contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is Ramirez. And he makes the catch in the corner. Down in order go the Pirates. Home half of the sixth inning coming up. Deadlocked at 2 apiece. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Rick Armstrong. He drove home 2 with a single in his last plate appearance.
Armstrong.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Ball 2.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
Throw not in time, and he beats it off for his 3rd hit tonight. Not particularly graceful there, and as a result, he'll be slapped with an E4 on the play. Runner at first following the error. And stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Ozzie Smith. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back. Here's the first pitch to him. Little chopper back to the mound. And this is going to work out for him. It's an infield single to make it 1st and 2nd now.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step 1, but I have to ask you, Dan, frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
Drops him a strike to start the at-bat. Nothing in 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted into the air out towards center field. Brummett is there, and he has it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Up next for the Cardinals, the 3rd baseman, Matt Carpenter.
Striding in once again, Matt Carpenter. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
First delivery to him on the way.
Man, the Redbirds, they've been struggling all game long. They've yet to been able to get that big hit. This is the time for the big hit for the Redbirds.
0-1 pitch on its way.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Wiggins will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the 2nd baseman, Colton Wall.
Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. High in the air out to center field. Oh, and he misses it. And the runner will score from second. Now this will rattle up against the wall. Now both men are across to score. And he is in there.
Man, I'm not sure I've ever seen a play like that before. To say that error was costly would be a big understatement. Looked like a circus act out there.
Digging in and looking for more, Clay Buchholz. He bats here with a 3-run lead in inning number 6. First pitch coming. Here it is.
1-0.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a line drive, but foul. 3 runs already home here. And the slider runs away from him there, and the count levels at 2-2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they pick up 3 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 2 costly errors, and no one left on base. We're through 6 full. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Pirates 2. Leading off the inning, Roberto Clemente, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Clemente.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Count 1-0.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Driven nicely into the gap. Around first, digging for 2. And he is into second base with a leadoff double. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tucked, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning and this one to come through.
Christopher Wiggins started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. A bouncer to the left side, taken in by Carpenter, and that's the first down.
Up next for Pittsburgh, the shortstop, Owen.
Stepping into the box, Owen Christian. He's set, and the pitch. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. And they won't risk it at third, so they're at the corners now with only 1 away.
Edwards.
Sometimes you got to pull out the ambush tactic. You don't know what the best pitch is going to be. Oh, right there. Get me a knock to the left side.
Digging in, Edward Arnold. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And he lays off there, 1-0.
And now with first and third, 1 out, a lot can happen here. This at-bat could really determine the whole course of the rest of this inning.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
Runners on the move for second. Strike called. Now the throw down. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. Down the left field line and deep, and this will wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And did he hold up in time? A look down, and no, he went around. It's strike 3.
The bottom third of the lineup hasn't put up a lot of resistance in this one. Pretty much has been sure outs other than that one hit. That really puts a lot of pressure on other guys to make stuff happen. These aren't the guys you usually count on, but it certainly helps if they can do something productive.
A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Comes set, the 0-1. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
Two and two. Back up the middle and through into center field. A base hit. And the runner scores from second as they cut away into that deficit here. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
Boy, Dero, talk about so close, but yet so far. 1 strike from getting out of this inning, but a big 2-run base hit right there.
Yeah, that batter was able to control his emotions. Not a guy who fears going deep in the count right there, and he was able to come through.
There's the St. Louis manager now up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks as though that's going to be all now for Clay Buchholz. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first.
Your attention, please. Now,
so they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up.
Freeman.
Fred Wiggins will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Fred Wiggins.
Down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Good waist pitch, 1-2. Quick check on that tying run at first, and he's back easily. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
A great job of holding up right there. Little 2-out lightning might ensue by 1 check swing holding up.
Back up the middle. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. It's the Cardinals 5 and the Buccos 4. Mike North gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Mike North.
Now in the box, Lou Brock. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. He's set. Here it comes. Low for ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
And he fouls this one off. The 2-1. This is on the ground over the first. Fielded cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, the center fielder, Jeremy Blair.
Stepping into the box, Jeremy Blair. Here comes the first pitch. That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball. One out, nobody on. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there.
The
big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
McGuire.
And the outfielders getting the signal now to play deep. Don't want anything over their heads here. In now, Mark McGuire, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now.
Not much you're going to do with that pitch right there. You have to catch it out front before it even breaks, and even if you do that, it's a tough pitch to keep fair.
Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
2 balls and 2 strikes now. Here now the 2-2.
I got 3 and 2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
He loses him on ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
In now, Rick Armstrong, man at first after the 2-out walk. Has a look, now the pitch. Belted high and deep into right center. Racing back the center fielder at the track. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 10 for him on the year. And it's now 7-4.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
The batter, number 1.
At the plate now, Ozzie Smith. As he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Here comes the 1-0. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. And it's 1-2 to the Wizard.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
To short. Scooped up. And a close play at the bag, but a good stretch by the first baseman got the out, and the inning is over. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. We'll march on to the 8th. It's now a 7-4 ball game. Mike Stewart has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 30, Mike Stewart.
Christian Brummett will stride in, but first we take you back to the third as you take another look here at his two-run homer that had him rolling early on. The pitch. Now a changeup misses here to begin the eighth. It's 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A 2-0 count to the Bucs center fielder.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those two pitches weren't even close. Ball's behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
3-0 now.
If you're at the plate in this situation, you're only thinking one thing, and that is get on base. You got 3 balls. It has to be perfect over those 17 inches for you to pull a trigger. A walk is as good as a knock right here.
Hit out of play, and it's a full count now. The 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3.
It looked like this at bat had the makings of a leadoff walk when it started 3-0. So that's a good job not to give in and battle back to earn the strikeout. That's not always easy to do.
To the plate now, Randy Wiggins, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
Got to find a way to scratch at least one across. You do not want to take on the monster closing the game down 3.
And I'm not sure, but it looks like he may have been blindfolded for that swing. It's 0-2 now.
Real ugly 0-1 swing there. As a pitcher, you've got to be hunting for the strikeout, knowing you have this guy way off balance.
Hits are even at 7 apiece. Ground ball sent back up the middle. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside. He gets the soft grounder for the out.
Coming to the plate now, Bart Wiggins. 2 away here in the 8th, and time's running out on him, Danny.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of outs left to work with, so it's time for someone to make something happen.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Solo shot to right center. His first home run of the season, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
The right fielder, number 21.
Stepping in now, Roberto Clemente. He swings and lines it to left, but he'll flag this one down toward the alley. Nearly trouble, but instead the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on the home run, and as the Pittsburgh TV guys like to say, clear the deck, cannonball coming. Home half of the 8th coming up. It's the Cardinals 7 and the Pirates 5. Ready for another chance? Hanley Ramirez. Let's see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
Hanley Ramirez.
Bob Dixon is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 23, Bob Dixon.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That one doesn't even sniff the zone, missing very high.
Well, tried to throw a high fastball right by him there. Didn't work, but now we'll see if that sets up some different options. Wouldn't be surprised to see a good slider down and away right here.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Hanley Ramirez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning.
Carpenter.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Now batting, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
So now to the plate, Colton Wong, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Finley.
He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And goodbye. This one ain't coming back. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Third home run for him on the year as they open up a 4-run lead.
Well, he turns on this thing and drives it out, extending the lead here to 4 in the bottom of the 8th. I wouldn't be surprised if that keeps the closer in the bullpen for now. No need to bring him in a non-save situation. Let him relax unless something happens at the top of the 9th that warrants getting him up.
Standing in now, Lou Brock, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Cards do strike for 2, both coming on this 2-run dinger. Last chance coming up for the Pirates. It's the Cardinals 9 and the Pirates 5. Leo Fernandez comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Leo Fernandez.
At the plate, Christopher Wiggins will be charged with trying to get on board leading off the 9th.
Number 7.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Now an off-speed pitch gets the outside. It's a cold strike. The 1-1 home. Curveball just about rung him up, but it's to 2-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
3-2 now. Full count. Here it comes. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
The shortstop, Owen.
Digging in once again, Owen Christian. Here's the first pitch to him. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first down.
The catcher.
Ready now, Edward Arnold. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. First delivery to him on the way. Ooh, started him with the change, and it's 0-1. Fernandez Playing here in his age 31 season. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 1-1 pitch and a good sinker there, but he can't find the zone. 2-1. Runners off for second. In the air now, out to left. Ramirez is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Now batting, third baseman, Tyler Wiggins.
Ready once again, Tyler Wiggins, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. 2 out with a man at first. Hard on the ground towards short. Smith is there. Throw on to second for the force, and the ball game is over.
Hey, one of the keys to having a good record in baseball is to win some games at home. So this was a big win to win at home in front of their home crowd.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. St. Louis rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Clay Buchholz takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious.
Hello there, baseball fans, and welcome to a Mother's Day edition of Inside the Show. Looking first at the NL Central, Rick Armstrong nabbed 4 RBIs with 3 hits, helping the Cards pass the Buccos 9-5. Mike Minor pitched his way to his 100th career victory, helping lead the Cubs over the Brewers 7-3. It was their 7th win in a row. The Giants pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they grabbed the win against the visiting Reds 2-1. The Miami Marlins totaled 11 hits as they took care of the Mets at Citi Field 6-2. The Arizona Diamondbacks had 12 hits as a team as they took down the visiting Braves 9-8. The Rockies allowed only 5 hits in the game as they bested the visiting Padres 6-3. Clayton Kershaw collected win number 3 this year, leading the Dodgers to victory over Washington 3-1. Yadier Molina drove in 4 and had a home run, leading the Mariners over the Red Sox 6-5. The New York Yankees knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 5-2. The White Sox amassed 14 hits in the game as they beat the Blue Jays in Toronto 5-1. Garrett Richards was victorious for the 5th time this season as the Angels took care of the Orioles 4-3. He is among the AL leaders in wins. The Kansas City Royals put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 7-6. Alexis Montez got the win, throwing 8 shutout innings as the Twins disposed of the Tigers 1-0. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. Trevor Bauer grabbed his 2nd win of the year as the Indians defeated the A's 3-2. The Texas Rangers got 11 hits overall as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 3-2. So that's the show on this Mother's Day. Have a great day with Mom, and we'll see you back here tomorrow for more news and results from around baseball.